I know that in my life, when I look back at my whole journey, moving here from Beirut, Lebanon when I was 3 because of the war, trying to make sense of everything that was happening in my family, I feel like I've dedicated my entire life to trying to understand how people work, why they do what they do, and how we can feel comfortable in our own skin. If you're looking to reclaim your vitality after such a tumultuous 2020, then give me a minute here to talk to you about what's possible when we do this work together. I hope you can join me for the Reset. It's a 5-day online experience to reflect, reconnect, and to build resilience. I often like to talk about shifting from our survival self to our authentic self. And we have been in survival, y'all, all of us. And we still are. That's why it's really important that we take time to reflect on what's going on for us and use the tools of embodiment, self-care, self-awareness to just make sure we're not veering so far off track of what would allow us to be well and what allows us to be our authentic selves. And so this week can be a check-in. You might still feel like you're in the middle, in the thick of it, right? You might feel like you're on the other side of some parts of that difficulty. And all of us are carrying our own stressors and trauma from before COVID hit. And so there's some really simple tools. The first is just being self-aware. We cannot transform that which we refuse to feel. We can't heal that which we don't feel, right? But that can feel so scary and overwhelming. And so some really simple tools to reflect on, all right, what's going on for me? What's beneath the surface? And how can I know what parts of those coping strategies am I ready to let go of? And what are some healthier coping strategies that can replace the ones that in the short term were necessary, but in the long term just aren't going to be sustainable, right? So you might have been coping by numbing out a little bit or shutting down. Maybe some folks are resorting to substances. We know that that's not a great strategy. So how do we take that need to numb from our overwhelm, right? Or not be in total crisis all the time? There are ways to help lower the volume of that intensity of feeling and of emotion so that we can move through. I've been working with people struggling with trauma, depression, anxiety for over 25 years. What I found is that when people are new to therapy, they often feel like they're holding this big secret, that they're the only one who's coping in this way or struggling in this way. When I can normalize to them that everybody struggles, they're not alone. When we can together reduce the shame that somebody's carrying around how they're feeling or how they're behaving, that often will unlock their capacity to heal, grow, and thrive.
One of the things about Hala that I absolutely loved was the fact that she makes her classes so incredibly accessible. She really creates an atmosphere that feels safe for you to be who you are, as you are, that day, that moment. So she creates this environment where even people who have no experience at all with yoga can find a lot of benefit and not just build tools on the mat to manage their stress and anxiety, but you're able to really take the benefits off of the mat and out into the world where we really need them.
Nobody else comes close to her level of connection and the comfort level. She laughs at herself, she is easygoing, and I would encourage anyone who's thinking of being involved with any of her sessions or her presentations to jump right in, because you will not regret the experience.
So for me, working with Hala has really helped me build resilience in my own life. I'm much more likely to take things with a grain of salt. I'm a super sensitive person, and sometimes it can be really like an owie when things don't go my way. And working with her over the years has helped me become so much more resilient in my own life.
Here's something I know. Self-awareness is a superpower. If we want to build resilience, if we want to heal, we have to know ourselves. One of the things I've learned is that we can transform our trauma. We can get to the other side more vibrant, more alive, feeling a sense of increased meaning, connection, and community in our lives. Let's do this together. Click on the link below and let's embark on this journey together to reflect, reset, and renew together.